In this smoking chaos, our shoulder blades kissed. I found you.
I'm deep diving in your emotions.
Own it. No, you just.
Okay, so let's just like that.
Annie Mac here with a mini mix for your ears, courtesy of a really interesting guy called Fred Again. You may not have heard him if you are a dance music fan, but I really feel like you will. He is already really established as a music producer, having produced some of the most successful pop records of the last few years, including Ed Sheeran, Headie One, Fredo, Mist, and most recently had a big hand in a lot of songs on the Stormzy album.
Girl, you just own it. 'Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
You know, when I was like 6, well, from sort of 10, when I started writing songs to 20 or whatever, I was doing my own music. And then through no intention, I just kind of ended up working with other, like it just kind of is what naturally took place. Yeah. And so then, but there was a slight feeling of like, after a few years, there was a feeling that there was something like I needed to make that I wasn't making. By beautiful serendipity, or maybe something bigger than that, Brian messaged me at the same time saying like...
Brian Eno.
Yeah. He was like, I'm cleaning my kitchen and I've left all of my iTunes on loop and it keeps going to every time it goes to a song that I like, I run into the room and I see it's an old sketch of yours, and it was very sweet of him to say that. So he was like, you've got to go back to doing this now.
My car's just about arrived, but I miss you. I really miss you.
Fred's actual life one is about his grief, and I found that incredibly helpful. You know, listening to a song like Me Heavy or whatever. You know, I found that whole record. I Found You. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know the whole world is falling in love with Fred.
Our shoulder blades kissed. I found you. I found you.
Your head shakes out your heart.
I was writing about actual life as my album of the year for last year, and that's when I discovered that you fell in love and ended up having to spend a lot of time on the phone with her. Before, I'd seen the album as this patchwork of pandemic pain and beauty and heartache stitched together with your immaculate production, and I still think that. But after learning more about your experience, it feels kind of like a chorus of these wonderful people brought together in a love letter of sorts.
Yeah, I think that is it, yeah.
When I was in the beginning of making the first record, like this feeling of not having suffered enough to warrant the things that I was wanting to write about. Do you know what I mean? That like imposter syndrome of like, I can't be the one to write about this. And then I did suffer, and I learned that I didn't need to.
This is really your story, isn't it?
Which is great for us because it means that we get something else. You know,
yes.
We get Fred Again, not the Fred Again that could have been Fred trying to be Stormzy or something. You know.
I cannot believe this is real. I'm going to be playing my first ever live show.
The thing that resonates most with me is trying to make something that feels like a kind of collaborative diary. That's the feeling that when I first started taking these little snippets from like conversations and things that had happened in the actual world, it immediately just hit a thing of like, this is like this collaborative diary feeling. Obviously I am the curator of this one, but like I loved that feeling because it was still born out of collaboration, which is so part of me, but just in a much more personal way, I think, yeah.
Well, there you go. It makes me wonder, like, how much of it is for you, how much of it is for us, if for us at all.
Yeah, no, I think it started off for me, and then I've been enormously changed by all the messages I've read and seeing people at shows and the way people have kind of let the music in. It's totally changed me, and I'm immeasurably grateful for it.
I'm still trying to work it out. My God. Courage, my soul, and let us journey on. Though the night is dark, it won't be very long.
The whole kind of framing of every song, like how it's named and the structure of it all, is just what happened as I was making the music, because it's what you would instinctively do, because it was like, okay, I'm sampling this person called Clara, I named the song Clara, and the date is this, and I finished the record on this date. So I was keen to show the diary aspect of it, I guess, as much as I could, because it is, yeah, like really personal.
It was the first time in a long time, no disrespect to anyone else, but where a DJ set had become the talking point in areas outside of the community.
I think of Fred as my mentor as well. I learnt so much about contemporary music from watching him working. You know, when I first worked with Fred, I could see he was brilliant, but I didn't really understand a lot of what he was doing. It took me quite a while to think, oh my gosh, this is really a new idea about how you can make music.
What's been the most rewarding moments of writing Actual Life 3 for you?
I've got this video on my phone, I'll post it on Instagram today. It's like, literally, they are every single possible reason as to why we do this. Like, they are just immaculate. Like, they were in every, I was watching, they're just the most beautiful people in the world. So them at all the different shows. And, you know, on the trains, I'll do little versions of like hair dropping tunes to people and stuff. And that has led to some lovely, lovely moments.
I said to him, I was like, 2 years ago, I watched Fred at Bucklebot, and he pleaded with me not to come to the show.
I did.
Yeah, dude. You're like, please don't come.
I forgot about that time. Like, where actually was like, I'm not doing anything. I'm free. You're like, no. You're like straight. I'm like, all right, I get it. I felt that. I was like, cool. You like really didn't let me
didn't
come.
pause at Studios. I played Rumble for the first time. You tried to get me to not come to that as well. Yes, you did. You did. You would text me being like, probably shouldn't come.
It's all about relationships. Your songs are predominantly named after the people you work with or people who inspire them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interactivity in your songs. There's a lot of hooks that come from conversation.
Yeah.
The whole thing is about the human experience, right?
The feeling that I became really obsessed with was like trying to take the like very fleeting moments and like trying to like expose as much beauty as is in them. You know how sometimes if you see something in a normal thing and you see it in slow-mo, it's like, oh wow, there's a whole new emotional framing for it.
And I reach out, and I reach out,
He's so good at finding like lines. I found myself getting super emotional at his show. I know everyone else does.
I think Fred again's incredible, and I love his approach to making music.
I don't know, when I started working on this project 3 years ago, I just kind of instinctively found myself working on it generally outside. I think in hindsight, the little bit of hindsight I have now, I think I was drawn to doing it that way because like I wanted to not have the posh mic and not have the techie bit of gear. I wanted it to just really feel earthy and like it was all built from the world.
Honestly, I think that's why you are one of, if not the most exciting artist in this genre. I have to think that what you're doing is going to inspire an evolution in music at large.
I'm going to keep making these records and simultaneously going to keep trying to hone how to present it in its like purest form.
I've been very, very lucky at like the way all these people have received it so generously.